Carson-Newman gets back in the win column with a 94-87 victory over UVA. Wise. Andrew Rogers here with the head coach of the Lady Eagles, Mike Mincey. Coach, you gained your first lead and never let Wise get the lead back in their hands till halfway through the fourth. They went on an 11-0 run. It felt like at some point they were going to go on a scoring run and get back into the game, and they did, but you guys responded well, went on a 10-0 run yourselves to help create the separation back to ultimately win this game there late in the fourth. What did you like about your team's resiliency in that fourth quarter when adversity hit? Everything was going their way, shots were falling, but your group rallied there at the end to secure a 7-point win.
Yeah, I mean, it was an exciting ball game, really high-scoring game, fast-paced game. We obviously pressed most of the game, got out of it late. They pressed a lot there and was pressing there in the second half. But credit them, they played really well. They shot it great. They typically do shoot it well. They typically don't shoot the three ball as well as they did today, but when you go 9 of 16 from the three, you're smoking hot at 56.3%. So, we feel fortunate to be able to come out of here on the road with a win. Like you said, that run that they made, they were hitting a lot of those threes out of our press, breaking the press. We weren't getting out and covering up. They had some players step up. I think 0 for 32 made a bunch there, or made three. We could have given in and because the crowd was into it and all that kind of stuff. So good test for our group. Liked the way they responded. Liked the way they finished the game, especially Tori there making her free throws.
You mentioned how they finished the game. It was a team effort to really help you to collect this win. 7 different players scored 8 or more. 4 had double figures, no more than Campbell's 17. Jennifer Sullivan was in double figures. She was in foul trouble a lot of the game. What did you like about everyone that stepped on the floor to contribute in a high way?
Well, the one thing we had talked about in some of our other games, we were just relying on too many players that played too many minutes. They were exhausted and tired, and whether that was leading into us not being able to shoot well or turnovers or whatever, that we need to turn this more into a team effort. We got some talented players on the bench. We just need them to be able to get out there and make plays, and we can gain some confidence in them. And I like what we did. I mean, like I said, we had 9 in double-figure minutes. Everybody played, and almost everybody scored. So it was a complete team effort. Everybody had a hand in it. And, some players that hadn't really played a lot, let's say like Carly in particular, she got in there and hit a three, then she got in there in the third quarter, broke the press just fine, did a good job, got a steal and a layup. That was a huge moment there in the third quarter. So I'm proud of how all of them, function. And, of course, Maddie comes off the bench to lead us with the plus-minus chart of the plus 16 and 18 minutes of action.
Points off turnovers with this team is always going to be a factor. You've won every game this year and you have more points off turnovers than the opponent. You were plus 9 there today. How important is it to continue to force turnovers, but obviously score when you force teams to make mistakes?
Yeah, I mean, if you press and you play up tempo, you're going to give up stuff occasionally, but then occasionally you can sneak a steal in there and get a turnover. And it's not always going to be in the backcourt. It might be something where they get down there and they walk or throw the ball away or whatever. And then how do we score off of that? Not all the time we do, but, if we can continue to do it at a nice little pace, then I think we have a chance of being really good and certainly winning games. And you kind of saw that there tonight.